Good morning, my name's John, hope you're well. Welcome to the video. So we're just running a few horse racing tips, trying to get them up before 12 o'clock. And we're starting off usually with yesterday's results and show the live pictures, show the racing, and then do today's tips. Unfortunately today, I cannot get yesterday's racing off Sporting Life website. I don't know where to go for it. It'll be elsewhere, but I don't know. So maybe hopefully a lot of you caught that, because we're on the telly there. So no past review, no video showing the last two furlongs today, sorry about that. So for instance, this is that 310 race Goodwood in a small one. That was one of our winners. We had two winners. Mother Day won, returned 11-2, best odds guaranteed, we'll have that, and in a small one, and that returned 5-1. So it's £8 for that, £8.50 for Mother Day, £16.50 return, and we staked 11 units. We got about 11 points staked, £16.50 return. Okay, so that's a £5.50 unit profit, points profit. So looking to the right, this is the Sporting Life website. You normally go to the bottom. This is Innismore's race, and there it'll say live pictures have logged in, but there's no pictures. So sorry about that. So I won't babble on, because this was a real quick one, because we can't review yesterday's glorious couple of winners. And Spicy Marg, we had that at 15-2 in the morning each way for half a point. And they withdrew couple, so it would have been a 20p rule 4, 6-1 shot. It did get third, that's a bit annoying, cost us a point or so. But anyway, that's okay, we'll settle for 5.5 points on the day. Right, so I can't do a review, straight into today's tips. Yippee dippy dee, or was that jumping and shouting and waving at the chair in the background? Right, today's tips, 1 second. Okay, so there we are on the right hand side. 3 tips today. It's not a lot today on a Sunday. I don't really like the jumps. I tried a jumps tip a few days ago, fell. You know what I mean? They finished past the line together, first and second, but there was no jockey on one of the horses, so we didn't get paid. So, you know, keep it small on the jumps and the hurdles and the big fences especially, because they fall, but as long as they're all safe, that's the game, isn't it? You don't like it when they fall. It's upsetting. You can't win, can you? Okay, so 235 Fontwell, half a point reverse, Chartwell, Jock and Schaefer, just half a point. That's the only hurdle race I've done. There's the betting to the left on bet 365 at the moment. 7-2 and 17-2. Okay, so I would recommend that. Lock that in on there if you can, but the SB won't be much different. 7-2 and 17-2. They were just a couple lengths apart last time, and stuff's come out of the race. Now, is it good enough? Lady Dapple Rose, the bashing, they think that it's not good enough. And Lady Dapple Rose, maybe it's a bit higher class. And Hero Sport can win, and Jaquita can win, you know. But if it's the same stuff as, you know, I like horses that finished together a couple of weeks ago, not too far apart in the last race they ran. If it's any good, they might be together again. And for your 50p reverse, you're going to get, you know, the forecast can return 20 odd quid. So how often do they come in? There's a bit of value there. I think there is, as long as they don't fall. Okay. So then the one after that, I'll tell you what we'll do before we go through these next two. There's only 3 races today, so we'll just flick through. So I don't know how to reduce the size of the fonts on my running results here. So we've been going a week or so now, so I just jumped into 3, and I've today's tips at the top, and then so if you just have to work things out if you want to have a little look through. So they started off on the 16th of May. And that's the stake and the returns, unit stakes, and 1 point unit stakes. Okay, and then to the next one, so that's the 16th of May to the 20th of May. So 20th of May continued down to the 23rd of May, and then 23rd of May up to yesterday. There's all the results. There's the pound each way Innismore that won, and the pound each way Mother Day won. We're just recording the results at the prices that I can get right now. So I got a bit earlier in the morning, so what? Just record what they are when this goes to print, as it were. Okay, so that's the running total, 26 points bet this week, and we've had a return of 73.62 points, which is fair play. We've got to carry on with that good work, I think. Okay, so that's that one. So let's have a look at the next one. 245 the Curragh, just check these prices are there. Half a point win, White Sandy Beach and Mayflower Boy. I'll tell you why I'm doing that one. 1 second. Okay, so just check the price there. White Sandy Beach has come in I think they're still boosting it. Let's have a look. So I've had to do 6 to 1. I think they're boosting that to 6 to 1. I think 6 to 1's about as well. It's certainly more on Betfair. Always more on Betfair. We're trying to, if you haven't got a Betfair account, let's be fair and do it with the bookies. You're guaranteed anyway, with most people are anyway. So White Sandy Beach and Mayflower Boy are in that Kensington Lane form, which I tried yesterday in the last race, but it was no good. But maybe I'll give it one more go, because a lot of stuff came out with that race, and particularly the race before, just behind True Love. They almost came out identical, loads of them. So we'll give it one more chance. It could have been an extra 2 furlongs. They both ran out of gas. I cannot let it go in a handicap. So there we are. Just 2 alpha points. It's not the race to get involved in. I don't like to get involved in races where there are only 5 in it, or 6, and only 3 can have a chance. Keep it simple. You know, there might be 8 runners, but only sort of 3 or 4 with a good chance. That's what I like to get involved in. 5 tops. Small fields. Well, there's not that many can win then, is there? 5 of them, 6 of them. Or 8 for each way. I get that with a couple of total rags in there. Okay, so that's that one. And the last one is in the Guineas, the Irish Guineas. Well, Albashiri was 3rd to True Love. That's an easy one. I got 15 to 2 last night, but I think we're 6 at the moment. Let's double check 6 is there. Okay, and lastly, that's it. Plenty of runners here in this Irish Guineas. It's a rerun of the English Guineas. True Love won. Precise was beaten 2 or 3 lengths, maybe 4 lengths. Abashiri was 4 lengths behind in 5th, but it was tested yesterday with that Venetian Sun and Spicy Mark. They ran okay. It could be a real solid race. Appleby's on the way back, isn't he? You know what I mean? They had that Pacific something second in that big race yesterday, or 3rd running on at 40s or whatever. You know, you got to keep the right side of him. Could be rock solid. And what we're on there after those 3? America Queen. See that Black Caviar Gold and Kensington Lane? They're in that race I was just talking about. That we're backed in the second race. White Flower, Sand and Beat. They think it's good enough to go for the Guineas. I just don't know what to make of it now. But I'll give it one more go, that middle race there, White Sandy Beach and Mayflower. I don't think it's good enough to beat these lads. So there we are. Each way, Abashiri got 52 last night, but we're not doing that. It has to be what's available now. And you know what, that's it. So I'm sending these up. So have a great day. Thanks for listening. That's a world record, isn't it? So yes, just to repeat, that was the form, basically, of the winning English Guineas form. True Love won, Precise and Abashir were just behind. It's time to come out good. It could easily be good, could easily be an improver. 4 lengths to make up. What's that in the general scheme of horse racing over a mile when they're blistering and horses are improving? Hopefully we can get a place, cover that bet. So we're stake 3 stakes today. We'll have a go, and you have a great day and all the very best, and thanks for your company, and enjoy the lovely sunshine. Bye for now.